away for a few days. Of course, we had Christmas, and I sort of used that as an excuse to have a couple days off. But I'm back with some more Ayrton Senna driver career. Now, last time out at Imola, I don't know how I keep managing it, but I keep, like, surprising myself. After my first Quali lap, I was bone dead last in P20, and then I managed to qualify 6th overall. I found, like, nearly a second, I think, and I got P6 at the time, and I was like, yeah, that's really good. Considering where I was, that is a really good starting position. And then for some reason in the race, I was literally Ayrton Senna in the prime, and I went on to win. I had the pace for it, and I won. I didn't do anything with it difficult, I didn't do anything. I was just different in the race. Now today, we're going to Senna's, arguably, statistically, his best track, Monaco. Going into Monaco, as you can see, we have a 13-point lead in the drivers, but we are trailing Aston Martin by 16 in the constructors. Of course, you take a look at the Aston drivers, P3 and P5 in the drivers. You got, you know, the Red Bulls, who are currently P2, and then, like, I don't even know where Ollie Behrman is, but he's not doing great. And Lando Norris, of course, 71 points behind me after 5 races. I can kind of justify it because, well, it's concerning. If we take a look at the R&D, as you can see, we are 3rd slowest on the grid, according to this. Of course, I'm still getting really good results, so I do think there's a little bit of lying going on there, a little bit of sandbagging, but there it says we are 3rd slowest, equal with Alpine and Sauber, and a little bit behind Haas. So I don't know what this weekend's going to bring, but, well, a lot of crashes, of course. Alright, so welcome to qualifying. Now, let's take a look at the first lap times. It's going to be a 7-4 by Alonso. I don't know how good that is. I'm going to be honest, I have not driven around Monaco in, like, literally, like, 2 or 3 months. I think the last time I probably drove around here was my Jensen Button driver career, which was, yeah, about 2-3 months ago. So, I'm definitely going to be a bit on the slow, inexperienced side, but, you know, it's just excuses. Where's Lando Norris? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, Lando. Oh, Lando. Let's go, Lando. Lando is okay. That's horrid. 8 tenths away from Alonso. 3rd last. I mean, of course, we have the 3rd slowest car, and he's 3rd last. Oh, wow. That's really bad. He's half a second away from the top 10. Okay, so Lando at 1 minute 8.2. That's the lap time we've got to try and beat. Let's get out there and do it. Alright, so before I start my first lap, if you could please consider subscribing to the channel. Usually, I would say I'm on the road to 1.5k by the end of the year, but it's not looking likely, to be honest, which is my fault. I haven't posted nearly enough content as I should have. Regardless of Christmas, I need to be on the grind. But still consider subscribing. You know, I'm going to be around until probably the end of next year, so come along for the ride. Anyway, Monaco, first run. I'm honestly going to take it a tad on the easy side, and just sort of try not to die is going to be my first objective. Oh, scheiße. I am 3.5 tenths down on whoever, Lando Norris, through Sector 1. This might be the ultimate cooked weekend. Into this chicane, I'm usually very fast around here compared to the AI. I usually take a lot more speed in. Going into Sector 2, keep it nice and confident, and well, this is not looking great, is it? Like, realistically speaking, from a realism point of view, the car isn't turning very well, and I believe I'm about to be a second off my teammate. I mean, it's similar to Imola in a way, I guess. Only difference is in Imola, there was a lot of time left to be found. I went and found it. I got the position of P6. I don't think there's quite a second in that lap. I reckon there's about 3 tenths, which is still going to put me last. So, you know what? Whatever. So, looking at the sector times, I am 4 tenths off, 4.5 tenths off in Sector 1. I am 8 tenths off in Sector 2, and then 2 tenths off in Sector 3. I don't even know remotely where I'm supposed to find that much time in those sectors, because there's like 3 corners. I don't actually understand where I'm supposed to find that time. I don't understand. So, I suppose we'll just have to go out again and just find Can I even, like... I'm 8/10 off P19. Oh my goodness, what has gone horribly wrong? I feel like I should just add some context. Like, I'm playing on 110 AI. Now, in my Jensen Button driver career, where the Williams is the second slowest car, I played on 110 and got pole position by half a second. So I thought maybe, yeah, 110 would be right. It wasn't, so I have to go out again, and if I find anything less than like 1.5 seconds, I'll be starting last for the only track where the race doesn't actually matter. You know, quali is everything. Fantastic. Alright, here we go then. Anything less than 1.5 seconds and I'm starting last. Into turn 1, I'm later on the brakes, get it in there. Not a bad exit, already found 1/10 of a second. I'm definitely going to use way more overtake during this lap. Going to be very scary through here. Oh, it's so unbelievably frightening, but... Oh, wait. No, wait, it's over. Move! Move! Yes! Oh, you absolute legend. I don't know which one you are. If you're Perez, I'm wearing your hoodie. I'll rate you. Massive from that Red Bull. I am already 1 second up. Holy moly. Now into the fast left. Oh, that was really nice. Oh, get the overtake on. Just dump it into the swimming pool chicane, right up against the walls. Don't lose the rear. Into this very, very, very scary corner. Final corner. Oh, you are taking the absolute mick. 1.4 seconds. And I'm still 15th. Why? Oh my, I thought I was on an incredible cooking session. Oh, that's really pissed me off, like, really bad. Oh, you are taking the piss. Am I being funny? 1.5 seconds. And I'm still 15th and behind my teammate Lando Norris. I'm still really pleased with that lap, considering it was actually a good lap, but wow. I mean, to be fair, I was already like 8/10 off last before the lap even started, so I suppose it makes sense that I'm so far down, but to be honest, I saw fastest sector 1, and I knew my sector 2 was actually quite good, and that was a lot better, and I thought maybe hook it up, get a good position, but no, it looks like I will be starting P15 for the Monaco Grand Prix. We'll get confirmation for that in a second. I just want to see if like Albon, whoever, can go back past me. I'm looking at the start-finish straight. Here comes a Williams. No, I'm still P15. I don't see any Haas either, so... that was a lot of adrenaline, though, to be honest. That was a quality lap. And so... Hey, you know what? Why is my alarm going off? Have that been playing the whole time? Anyway, hang on a minute here. Hang on. That's my guy! That's my guy! Look at my guy go! Bosh! Perez on pole at Monaco in an RB. How's that happened then? You know? How has that happened? That's my absolute GOAT! What a legend of the game! Wow, wasn't expecting that. Still a absolutely abhorrently horrible qualifying for the team at Woking, though. P14 for Lando Norris is what he's going to be getting. 8/10 off pole, and I am P15. I was still about 700ths away from beating Lando, even after my quality lap time. Let's go take a look at the race director, though. So Lando didn't actually improve on his final lap, but he did a 17.9. I was a 17.8. And then 32.3, 32.5, and then 17.5, 17.6. So to be honest, considering I was, 8/10 away in Sector 2, I'm actually very pleased that I managed to find that much time, and I was still 2/10 off, but that's a big improvement. So, I mean, it's probably going to be a fairly boring race, just stuck behind cars, but you never know. Anything can happen. Rain, safety cars, red flags, you name it. You know, take the opportunity, and you never know what could happen. But, to be honest, we were always due a stinker, do you know what I mean, this season? Let's just hope this is the only one. Alright, and welcome to the Formula 1 Grand Prix de Monaco 2027, I think? Maybe? No, 2026. Yeah, 2026. Looking like it's going to be a dry race throughout, which, bit of a bummer, considering I was hoping for a bit of rain, you know, get some opportunity off that, but, it's okay, to be honest. Any engine penalties? Yeah, actually, I think there's one. Yeah? Didn't I qualify P15? I think I did. So, someone has decided to take an engine penalty at Monaco. Not the greatest decision of all time, but there you go. Now, Monaco is very interesting with strategy. I'm thinking we go for an undercut. No. Undercut or overcut? I don't actually know. I was thinking maybe go onto the hard tyres first. Considering I'm going to be, like, stuck in a queue the whole time, my pace should be very similar. So you know what? Since we're starting so low down, I might as well try something different and see what happens. I'm going to go onto the hards and then the mediums, and I'm going to overextend the stint massively. Hoping that once everyone else pits, I get a really fast lap in on the hards, pit, come out ahead of them. That's my thinking. Don't know if it'll work. Probably won't. My strategies never usually work out very well, but let's see what happens. 27 laps ahead of us. I don't know why it's so long. And without further ado, let us begin. And here we go. Monaco Grand Prix. The race start doesn't matter too much, to be honest. I'm probably not going to lose that many places, if any. It's actually not a bad start. We are going to go wheel to wheel with Hulkenberg, but if I just stick around the outside, get an okay-ish exit, almost spun. Let's try and not do a real life where Magnussen collided into Perez and almost killed the man. And we should be able to stay ahead of Albon, and that's we do. Now, I'm going to look for a very cheeky move up the inside of my teammate here, on Lando Norris. Come on, man. Oh, you think you're sick? Nah, I'm better. Driver diff. Oh, we're going wheel to wheel round here. This is very dodgy. Go. Turn. Yep, I've managed it. Inside line. Okay. I've actually made a place up in Monaco on the opening lap. Has that ever happened before? I have no idea. Now, one thing that I do actually know is that I can put my ERS onto hot lap for the entire duration of the race. I do actually recharge enough to the point where it's sustainable, so I am actually going to do that. That'll, of course, improve my lap times by maybe a tenth or two a lap, which is, of course, really, really nice. All right, first bit of DRS this race. We are now on to lap number 3. I don't even know what to say, really. The car feels okay. The hard tyres are sort of matching pace with the cars ahead. But as you can see, I am losing a lot of time down the straight, so I might actually sack off my hot lap idea and just use overtake on the exits. That might work a bit better for me. I should also point out that, as you can see, Max Verstappen is currently P11, so, you know, I might not actually lose any points to him in the drivers. Of course, that doesn't really mean a lot when the Aston Martins are currently way out ahead. Sergio Perez is still leading, and I expect him to lead for the majority of this race. In fact, if he doesn't win, it's a complete bottle job from the AI, because the AI are so pixel perfect around here that there shouldn't really be anything other than engine failure that stops him from winning. I don't know where the other Aston is. They're actually about P7 right now, but I don't know which one that is. If it's Stroll, then again, it's just damage limitation. But of course, we are looking like we are going to lose so many points in the Constructors, and it's still early doors this season. With how bad our car is, I don't know. It's dodgy. I had a much better lap there. Set my personal best lap, 1 minute 10.3. Caught right back up to Hamilton. That is exactly what I needed. That is lovely. And then I go and... Okay, right. So I definitely need to use a lot of overtake after turn 1 up the run to, like, I'm not even going to try to name the corner because I don't know if they call that little kink on the straighter corner. You never know these days. I mean, in Austria, that little slight left after turn 1, they count that as a corner. So I don't know anymore. But I definitely need to use a lot more overtake down. Honestly, I might get away with it by not using overtake down the main straight. If I just use it through the tunnel and then after turn 1, it might be okay. I'd like to point out, look at my tyre wear at the moment. We are on lap 7 of this race, and my tyres are only 7% worn. My overcut strategy so far might actually work, because by the time drivers start to pit, I can really go for a crazy push lap, and my tyres can handle it, and they're still at, like, optimum, I don't know, pace? If that's the right term, I don't really know. But as you can see, we're on lap 7, and I'm still setting personal best sector time. So that's actually really good for me. I tell you what, Hamilton is looking a bit vulnerable, to be honest. I think his tyres are starting to go just a little bit, and he is losing a lot of time to Max Verstappen. So if he has a little slip up, whoa, not like I just did, and he loses DRS. I know DRS is pretty pointless around here, but I reckon he's actually overtakeable, to be honest. I will take, like I said, him having a bit of a moment, but it's definitely doable. Overtake Hamilton before lap 14. I'm not being funny, boss, but like, it's although Hamilton's a little bit slow, it's still an incredible challenge to overtake someone around here, but I'll try my best, I guess. I mean, my car is still fantastic. As you can see, lap 10, 10% tyre wear. I'm cooking at the moment. Alright, so I'm hoping that at this stage, you know, it's lap 11 now, some drivers start stopping, especially on the medium tyres, which is like everyone. As you can see, I'm not stopping until lap 15. I might come in a lap earlier, we'll see. But I'm still at equal pace with these lots, so the overcut might genuinely work, but to be honest, I don't know if it will, because I'm very, very stupid in here. Alright, going into lap number 12, no one has stopped. Okay, that's a little bit tough, I guess. I mean, maybe the AI are thinking the same as me. Tyre wear is quite low, so why pit now? We wouldn't gain anything there. I don't know if the AI can think that far, do you know what I mean? What is really annoying is that Hamilton is just hanging on to the back of Verstappen, which is of course allowing him to get DRS, making my overtaking attempts on him, you know, a lot harder than they should be. I was thinking maybe going, you know, for a move on the first chicane after Sector 1, but I can never get close enough. It's really, really annoying. Oh, look at that. Okay, right, we need to cook now. Release the Kraken, aka FUTcrim. Right, this lap needs to be very, very fast. I don't think I'm going to stop yet, because as you can see, there's a lot of drivers still out. I think I'm going to wait until the lap after to actually stop. So this is where the overcut becomes in effect. Let's see how we get on. I mean, of course, if it doesn't work, boo-hoo, I was at the points anyway, but it's just worth the gamble, do you know what I mean? And of course, with the clear air, it means that I can actually drive a lot faster than I was as well. As you can see, green Sector 1. Lovely stuff. Alright, going into lap 14, I am now the only driver that hasn't stopped. So that's nice to know. Now, this is the lap that needs to be quite big, like, more important than ever. I'm going to use all of the overtake that I've got. I'm going to leave it on hot lap throughout. Let's do it. Sector 1 was pretty good. Improving. Good word. I can't speak. I'm turning brummy. I'm mixing words. It's going horribly wrong. You know, it's all the concentration of having to drive around Monaco. It's stressful stuff. But this lap so far has been pretty decent. As you can see, 5.5 seconds behind Alonso. Don's clear. That guy is so far ahead of me. It's not even funny. But we're not really focused on him, to be honest. I just want to get into the points. And here we go, round the really annoying corner, and into the pits we go. Of course, I was supposed to stop a lap later, but I also forgot to tell my team. Luckily for me, though, unlike Daniel Ricciardo in Monaco 2016, they will always be ready for me. And it's actually a good stop time. Let's see where I come out. It's not looking great, is it? There's Russell. Actually, no, wait. On the exit, okay. The overcut actually works, because I am now up into the points ahead of Gasly. Of course, before I stopped, I was, what, P13? So that has actually worked extremely well. Now, of course, I have newer, softer tyres than everyone else. Unfortunately, because this is Monaco, that doesn't really mean anything. Of course, if I was anywhere else, that would be a massive advantage, and I could probably go and overtake a few more cars, but at least I can, like, get close to them and maybe go for a crazy overtake. Who knows? But the strategy, surprisingly to me, actually worked. So, fair play, FUTcrim. That's quality. What this also means, of course, is that I could probably nick fastest lap. I mean, purple middle sector there. Whoa, I've gone very wide. But yeah, I could probably get fastest lap, and that would be ideal. I reckon there might be an overtake opportunity on Verstappen here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get close around this next corner, if I can. Get on the exit, and then send it down the inside of Verstappen. Championship rival, little bit of wheel banging. Whoa, Verstappen came at me hard then. Round the outside, try not to hit the wall. We are still wheel to wheel. Inside line for Ayrton Senna / FUTcrim. What a move! That's a lovely overtake. Kept it somewhat fair, considering it is Verstappen of all people. And that's a very nice overtake. Of course, like I said, it's always good to be ahead of Verstappen, but realistically, the Aston Martins, they're running away with it. So, at the moment, this is just helping me stay ahead of Verstappen in the drivers and, of course, Red Bull in the constructors. My next target is going to be the Alpine of Oscar Piastri. Let's see how quickly I can overtake him. Doesn't have DRS. I might try the same thing that I did with Verstappen, which is get a nice exit out that right-hand corner and then just send it up the inside. Because, of course, with my brand new tyres that are a lot softer, I can brake considerably later than my opposition. Here we go then, on the exit, overtake on, send it up the inside of Oscar. He left that extremely late to move over to the right. He's actually switched back me and he's going to go on the defensive, but I'm already through. Another really clean overtake by Ayrton Senna, and I'm now up to P7 in this race. Considering where I started P14, that's a really good effort, I reckon. And of course, we're still not done. There is still 8-9 laps left, so who knows what can happen. Oh, how have I taken that fastest lap then? That's the same lap I overtook Piastri. I'm surprised I still managed to find that much pace. What I would like is just a clean lap, a lap where there isn't another car in the way, so I can actually truly cement the fastest lap. But unfortunately, I've got the RB of Tsunoda and Posh Spice George Russell in front of me. I also love the idea that they've given me the objective to do a 1 minute 13.7 when literally 30 seconds ago I did a 1 minute 9.4. That's quality. I'm feeling frisky, to be honest. I'm going to go for a crazy switchback on the RB. I don't actually know what the plan was there. It didn't really work. But that lap felt a lot better than my previous one. I might get another fastest? Oh, I was 4 tenths off. I was 6 tenths off. Okay, that's tough. Yellow flag up ahead. It's going to be... Who's that? Reaction times. Reaction plus. It's going to be Ollie Behrman in his best position all season. DNFs. I am so sorry, Ollie Behrman. My condolences to you. Tsunoda has a big lockup as well and then crashes into me. Tsunoda, we can't be doing that, blood. I'm sorry. Now I'm getting oversteer. It's all kicking off on lap 20. What is going on? Ollie Behrman has an engine failure. Tsunoda locks up. I crash into him. He crashes back into me. And now my car's getting snappy. Blech. That was a lot of things happening at the same time, and I couldn't handle all of it. Alright, realistically, I need to get past Tsunoda and Russell, like, as soon as possible. So, I'm just going to take a few more risks. I'm just going to absolutely send it on Tsunoda on the exit of this corner. Tsunoda, your time has come! Down the inside, he's going to sandwich me into a wall. Didn't see that coming, and once again, pushes me into a wall. Wow, the AI are so ruthless around here. They just don't have any spatial awareness. I mean, my send, yeah, fair enough. But that second one, when they go into the chicane, they just sort of don't even consider the fact that I'm there. It's pretty crazy. This is brave. Up the inside of Tsunoda. Oh, that's very close. Come on. Up the inside. Brake later. Get it in. Oh, my goodness. Another fantastic overtake by FUTcrim. Up to P5 in this race. Now, that was my dodgiest move so far. Didn't really give Tsunoda much of an option, much like Ayrton said in real life. You know, his sort of thing was, if, you know, I'm going to send it up the inside. If you try and defend, we will crash. And that's sort of the thing that I put into mind there. I said to Tsunoda, right, if you try and defend, you're going in the wall, we're going in the wall, and we're done. And he rightly backed off. Fair play, Tsunoda. Next up is George Russell. And to get a P4 in this race, if I do get it, would be nothing short of sensational. Do you know what I mean? Another fastest lap for Ayrton Senna, another 10.5 quicker. 1 minute 9.2. George Russell, 0.4 ahead. there might be an opportunity into the first chicane, hairpin thing up here. Maybe. No, I've had a better exit, but just still not close enough. Unlucky, we still have 4 or 5 laps left, so I do think I can get it done. But of course, George Russell is one formidable opponent, and that ain't going to be easy. But I'm just hoping my tyre advantage can carry me. Right, a little issue is starting to creep its way into the room. My rears are going really, really bad. Like, I'm starting to skid all over the shop, and of course that isn't great around Monaco, because one of those little skids and you're dead, basically. So overtaking Russell is just going to be that much harder. Fantastic. Right, it's done. My tyres are absolutely gone. Like, it's really bad at this stage. I don't think I'm passing Russell, to be honest. That just isn't going to happen. There's nowhere to pass him, and yeah, I can barely get around a corner at this stage, which, to be honest, I have been on the mediums for a long time now. Like, what? 11 laps, that's probably about right. And yeah, Russell's hards still holding strong. My pace advantage is now gone. As you can see, the rears are really starting to struggle, which is tough. I still don't know what, I mean, maybe there's an opportunity, but obviously there's 2 laps left and I'm banging into walls and everything. So I think it is very, very cooked. And here we go then, the final lap of the Monaco Grand Prix. Yeah, I'm probably not going to get Russell, let's be honest. But even still, P5 is an unbelievable result, to be honest. My final overtaking opportunity is going to be here. Of course, I'm nowhere near Russell, so it is just a bit cooked. But yeah, P14 to P5 is still so good. And of course, that's going to help me big time in the drivers and the constructors. Honestly, I'm kind of sacking off the drivers at this point because, well, actually, to be fair, it's not looking great in both. Aston Martin, for some reason, they're just walking away with it. Into this chicane where I've been very, very fast all race. On the exit, my last overtaking opportunity is going to be after the swimming pool chicane, and I'm just going to try and send it around the outside or some wacky stuff like that. Here we go. This is my last opportunity. There is actually a chance here. Round the outside of Russell. Switch back. Nope, he's just going to get in the way. Okay, whatever. I'm still really happy with P5. I don't even know who won. My car's... What a disaster. I don't know why my car goes so crap. Like, as soon as the rears get to 18% tyre wear, it's cooked. I can't drive anymore. Like, I'll show you the race director. My laps on the hards from lap like 2 to when I stopped was so consistent and fast. I get on the mediums, so inconsistent. It's crazy. But yeah, like I said, P5, P14, P5, that's unbelievable. Round Monaco, that's pretty good round any track, let alone a track where there's like an average of 1.5 overtakes per race. Fernando Alonso wins, which is even worse for the drivers and constructors because that means he is going to probably go up to like P3 or P2 overall. I'm, of course, definitely not going to be leading after this. Actually, I might be. I was, what, 13 points ahead of Verstappen, and of course I finished ahead of Verstappen, and I don't know how far behind Alonso was, but I don't know, let's see. So here's the final results. Yeah, honestly, 11 points from that. That's really good. Alonso wins. I didn't even clock that Sergio Perez did indeed bottle the race win, even though it was on pole position. That's tough, but still a good effort. Yeah, Verstappen finished there, so I got, 7 points on Verstappen. Really nice. I actually got 11 points over Stroll. That's actually really good damage limitation. So, of course, Lando as well. Excuse me, P13, really shit, but we'll just ignore him. Looking at the drivers, do I still lead? Yes, I do. I've extended my lead over everyone except Alonso. Alonso, still 20... Ugh, can't talk. My throat, stop. Still 27 points behind me. That's actually really, really good. Okay, that's a lot better than I thought. In the constructors, though, the gap does increase from, what was it, 16 to 30. Oh, that's tough, but, it's a long season, as they say. But that's going to be all from me. That was a very up and down kind of race, Half of it was really good, like here, look at that, like 9, 6, 3, 4, 6. 9. That's very consistent. Medium tires, like, what is that? That is just awful. But yeah, up and down. Some laps were really hard, some laps were really cool, some laps were really fast, some laps were really slow. End of the day though, really good drive, quality race, I'll take it. That's gonna be all from me, thanks for watching, and I'll see you lot in my next video. Goodbye.